Ladies, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching GEEKCASTER. GEEKCASTER, everything geek culture and geek content. How you doing? My name is Phil Geeks, and today we have
the priest, Dayveonne Bussey.
The man, Corey Davis.
How y'all doing today?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm
Hey,
doing
Geeks.
all right. I'm doing all right. Shout out to Sailor Leon. All right now. Where you at, girl? So, we're around the corner for Halloween. If you're checking this out late, then you know you kind of missed it. So I think we should talk about Halloween, and I think we should talk about Thanksgiving. And all that stuff going on around now.
Interesting setup, geeks.
Yeah. So,
Cause,
yeah, go ahead.
sorry. I'll apologize. Continue.
So it seems that we did movies, and we did trilogies for horror films. And we did things that we need to go back to and check out. But we didn't really spend too much time on series. Those series that you can now binge and just watch. So maybe we can do that.
Yes.
Ooh,
Perfect example.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm a huge fan of Constantine. I'm a huge fan of Lucifer. Those are two of my two go-to shows that I watch on Netflix. Not too much of Constantine. I don't think Constantine is on Netflix, but that was a great show to actually binge watch. I was totally upset when they canceled it from NBC. They never even gave the show a chance.
Wow.
And I mean a chance. Because when you give something a death slot, that means you wasn't interested from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And that was failure on NBC. But Lucifer, my show, I love it. It was great. I can't wait for the rest of the episodes to come on for season 5.
I'm going to go in a completely different direction. I have not watched Lucifer. Constantine was gone way too soon, but there's a horror series on Netflix called The Haunting of Hill House. If you've never had a horror mini TV series, this is it. There's scares galore. The storyline is perfect. It's just an all-around great horror series done very, very well with scares.
Now, I want to go old school, which is really difficult for me because I'm thinking we should definitely talk about American Horror Story because there's so many seasons and so many episodes. You could pick your favorite, but if we're going to go new, one of the actresses is actually in that. I would go with Nurse Ratched. I think it's called Ratcheted.
Yes.
On Netflix. I think that was really good.
See, would you consider that horror, though? I consider that, like, suspense drama with a completely messed up story.
Well, the way she's cutting people up and killing people, that's horrific. It's almost suspense gore.
I can kind of see it. I'm not sold on that idea, but I think it is a good series to check out.
Oh, also Hannibal.
Hannibal.
That was a TV series?
Yes, they made a TV series of it.
Oh, I never knew that.
They made a TV series of Silence of the Lambs focused on Hannibal.
I did see, yeah. So, wait, they're two different shows, or are they like the same thing?
Silence of the Lambs is a movie.
Right.
Hannibal was a movie. Then they made a TV series called Hannibal.
Oh.
I did not know that.
Oh. Learn something new every day.
Why do you think I'm a fan of Silence of the Lambs?
Because of the movies, because they have, Red Dragon, Hannibal, so many series with different names, and it jumps all across this weird timeline.
Kidney beans. Yes.
It'd be really nice if they did over Casper, but made it for adults instead of kids.
Right, like make Casper horrible, like a horrible ghost, and like he doesn't want to be friendly.
I think Casper was perfect for the time that he came. Keep Casper the way he is.
I mean, they're always doing weird stuff with Christmas. Like we got Krampus. Why can't we get a horror version of Casper? I agree with you, Phil. I want to see that happen.
A horror version of Casper. That's just like saying I want to see a horror version of the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, we had that too. Oh, what was that called? It was a weird, gruesome little B movie with a bunny. Yeah,
wait a minute. That's right.
Dark
and the
Marco,
bunny.
Marco Dark or Dark Marco something dark.
Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
Is that the one where the Easter Bunny got the kids to go in the tree, or am I confusing that with Krampus? Like all the kids were kind of sucked in some tree, and
that's always the trope. Kids are always in trees. That kind of goes with the theme.
I see where you're going with that. Yeah, that makes sense. I would watch that. What's this fascination with scary clowns? Why are clowns scary? They're clowns. They're not supposed to be
mysterious makeup. They appear. They just creep people out. They just come out of nowhere. I think it's more creepiness than it is scary.
I think it all started with those carnivals where they, I don't want to say humiliated, but all these weird people, I forget what they're called, where you have like the 300-pound lady, the lady with the beard.
Freak show?
Yeah, like the freak shows. And then I think clowns were somehow synonymously attached to that, and they became not just freaky, but scary.
Or you could blame it on clowns from outer space.
Yeah, but there's so many movies with clowns, and like Phil was saying, there's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. There's always something creepy about clowns, and I don't know why that is. And the big floppy shoes, flower that squirts water. How is that scary? Why is that scary? Why are you terrified of clowns? Doesn't make sense.
Sounds like my second grade teacher. Describes her perfectly.
That clowns. Nice.
I mean, without the red nose, but yeah.
Oh, they could do a horror movie on Thanksgiving.
Didn't they? They did do one. That was amazing, where the family was taken in by some sort of like Quakers or something. No, it was a troupe that reenacted Halloween every year, and the husband or the wife said this would be a good way to get the family to get together and bond. They took away their cell phones, and next thing you know, friends of the people started moving in. Next thing you know, they took over their whole house. They weren't able to leave. It was actually really good. I do not remember the name of that movie, but it was really good. And it was Thanksgiving themed.
Huh. That sounds like a terrible movie that was based off of Adam Family's
Are
episode.
you talking about Your Next?
I don't know. Can somebody look that up? My hands are filled.
When the family came... Oh, you were saying the family came to the house and everybody sat down for dinner, but then everybody in the family was getting killed one by one, except for this one person who was dating...
Don't give away the plot. Don't give away the plot. What happened?
Okay.
Because it's I don't want to give away too much, because it's actually it's a good run. It's not the best movie in the world, but it's a good date movie. A good, let's look at this and talk about it.
Yeah, Your Next wasn't about Thanksgiving, but there was a huge family that just kept inviting more family members, and people started dying. Maybe that's what you're thinking of?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
What was it? What name did you guys find?
Your Next.
Your Next.
I'm just looking at Thanksgiving horror movie.
Crickets.
There's something Thanksgiving? What?
Uh-huh.
Pilgrim. Turkey Hollow.
Yeah, Happy Thanksgiving, Pilgrim.
Huh. There's one called Christie.
Okay, heard that.
Oh, there's a couple of Thanksgiving horror movies.
You know, I
Blood
hate when you
Rage.
go on the phone and they got all these commercials. Just show me what I want to see.
Right.
Yeah,
That's why
like Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Technically, it is.
Yeah.
It is a Christmas movie. That's right.
it will always and forever be a Christmas movie. I don't care what Bruce Willis says. The writers that said that yes, it is a Christmas movie. The greatest Christmas movie ever made.
Ever made.
Now,
Hans
is it the
Gruber-
greatest because they're the only ones that made money during Christmas?
No, it was great because you had everything.
And be honest with you, what didn't come out on Christmas? It came out in July.
Right. Right. But it's still a Christmas movie.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm
Home
looking at
Alone.
this. Your Next is not the film. That is not it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. What other?
We
I
have
have
to
no
we have
idea.
to find it because it is that. I'll have to find that thing. Maybe we'll find it and put it on the next episode. In
Yeah,
fact,
it'll
that's a
have to
good
be-
thing. Maybe we'll do a whole show just to prepare people for Thanksgiving. Not to say that they don't have enough scary things going on with COVID, but you know.
Yeah. You can blend Halloween and Thanksgiving and put it right there in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is the best way to do it.
Halloween.
Yeah.
So, what about
Halloween.
Sabrina? You know, the new Netflix take on Sabrina the Witch.
Okay. Just about that. Number one, it's canceled. That's it. No more Sabrina. Great show. I loved the show. It kept me entertained throughout the whole episodes. From I think season 1 to season 2. That's the only things they had was season 1 and season 2.
Correct.
Mhm.
From what
Yeah.
I remember. And that's it. No season 3. There's some cliffhangers that were missing, and that was it. You know, I'm kind of disappointed that Netflix canceled it because it was a really good show. But hopefully somebody else will pick it up. So, fingers crossed.
I mean, that would have to be what, HBO or HBO Max
I
is making a
guess-
lot of moves.
I could see AMC picking it up. It don't have to be HBO.
But wouldn't they be more censored if they picked them up?
No, because the only thing they had was profanity, and they had no strong sexual content in it.
I mean,
They had
Amy-
language.
Yeah, so
That's probably it.
I never watched Sabrina, and Netflix has this huge problem of canceling these really, really good shows. So I will check it out. I just haven't checked it out yet.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing with
it's-
Netflix, they're hey Netflix, if you're watching, pick us up, okay? No, but the thing with Netflix is they need content. So if that content is super expensive, it's not even worth it to them to keep putting up episodes. All they need is a certain number that people might binge real quick, and that's it. That's why some series only have, like David Letterman, he just has like 4 episodes or.
No, he has what is he on his 3rd season? But this is the problem.
No, but
You
each
have,
season only has a few episodes. So they must be
For like
paying him a
hour.
lot, but they know that even within each episode's like an hour, 2 hours, or whatever it is, they know people will watch those 4 episodes. So it's
Not
worth
really.
it to. No?
I disagree with that. I love David Letterman. He's a great host.
He's amazing.
But that show, most people are watching it. Most people are watching it like, I know your next guest needs no introduction. He gives you the name, you already know who they are. Kim Kardashian West is the last one that they put on his poster. But for other shows like Mindhunter, Altered Carbon, these shows were really, really invested. People were watching the views were in millions, and then they take 2-3 years to come out with another season, or they just cancel it altogether, and you have the show that made Netflix a bunch of money, but they never follow up on it. So again, with Sabrina, people are getting into it. Why didn't you do the fans a service and give it a season 3? That
Well-
only would have spent more time on your website and your app.
Would you guys suggest Sabrina for anyone that hasn't seen it?
Yes, definitely. It's a different take from what you used to watch in the 90s. It's basically going by the traditional comic book of Sabrina the, the Witch.
Mhm.
So it's very interesting. It's a different take. It is following the comic book setting, but yes, it has that WB vibe to it. But it's a much better WB vibe. Or
Yeah,
CW, sorry.
I like what you
Sorry,
said. It
CW.
really is like a CW vibe. It very much suburbs, teenager, white world thing going on. Even though they do mix it up, and they got a bunch of people in there, which is good. Diversity.
Mhm.
Um, but it does feel like these are people I wouldn't be cool with in school. I'm just saying.
Did you get picked on in high school, Phil?
I did. Especially with the last name Geeks. Can you imagine? Now it's cool. But back in the day, oh no. No siree, Bob. Let me tell you. Nope. Nope.
Do you need a hug?
Nope. No, I'm
Do you
good.
need a virtual?
I'm good. I'm
You
hot
need a
now.
virtual hug.
I'm
Come,
hot now. You
come
should
on,
see
give me
me
a
at
virtual
Comic
hug.
Con.
Give me a virtual hug. Give me a virtual hug.
You know what's
Come on,
interesting?
come
When you look at the camera on my end, it looks like we're all in the same room, which is amazing. It really doesn't look like we're separated,
Yeah,
which is
nice.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. What's your top 3 picks for Halloween if you're on a date? Top 3.
Ooh, if you're on a date,
2009 Evil Dead.
top
Said
three.
top picks, yeah, of horror movies.
Yeah,
Yep. Horror movies.
Told you.
the whole series. You just watched the whole
Oh, the 2009 Evil Dead that came out in theaters.
thing.
What's another movie I'll have? Uh, uh, As Above, As Beneath.
Oh, that's
Oh,
interesting.
As Above, As Below. Sorry, As Above, As Below.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think of another good horror movie I used to watch. Oh, The Thing, the 1980, was it 86 or 83 version?
All right.
I think the first one for me would be Scream. The second movie would be. Oh man, I just watched it. I think it's the Babysitter. The Babysitter.
I agree with that one. That would be on mine. For like newer stuff, The Babysitter, yeah.
Right. And then the third one, I would do Constantine. I think that's pretty good. Yeah.
It gotta be scary, man. You gotta have the girl sitting right next to you, jumping, man. Come on, dude. We could do this, man.
You gotta have something interesting for both parties, and I think those movies were equally balanced.
All right, what about you, Geeks? Come on, spit it out.
Well, for new
Yeah.
things, I would do a classic. I would do Nightmare. No. I would do Halloween, the original. I
As a
would
date?
do the Babysitter. But we got to get the official title for that one. See if you can look that up, because it's
I
not
got
called The Babysitter. As an alternative, if you don't want to watch the original Halloween, I would suggest the retelling of the story that was done. What was that guy? He's a rock guy. and
Rob
he's
Zombie.
There you go. Yeah, Rob
Rob
Zombie's
Zombie.
version is interesting. I don't really like the end. I don't like how he handled how beautiful Jason was supposed to be. I mean, not Jason. Mike Myers was supposed to be. Because remember, the whole thing is he wasn't a monster visually, and he made him one. So I thought he lost points for that. But beside that, the retelling was very interesting. So
Mhm.
that one, The Babysitter, and what would be my third? I really, you got me, Dayveonne, because I really like Constantine. That's one of my favorite
No,
films.
that was Corey. That was
Oh,
Corey.
that was Corey? All right.
Yeah.
Constantine, I like that a lot. The one with Keanu Reeves, I think that's one of his
Yes.
best movies. I think he did a better job there than in Matrix. That's just my opinion.
Blasphemy.
Oh,
That's
wow.
because
Blasphemy.
he was just great. Now,
Phil,
Matrix
but-
is a better movie. The impact, the psychological, impact of the whole Matrix society, you can't compete with Constantine on that. But Keanu, man, either way,
Matrix, the Neo, the red pill, blue pill, everything about the Matrix is
It's not-
way
not-
more pop culture
not-
than Constantine.
no.
No, he's
That's
not
the
talking
movie.
about the movie.
Just
He's talking
Constantine's
about-
acting.
He's just
I mean,
talking about his performance, his
Yeah.
acting.
Keanu's performance.
It wasn't as strong as he did as Constantine. Constantine's performance was way better.
Yeah.
I have to agree.
Also, there was more levels for him to play with as an actor. Neo is
Right.
pretty straightforward. And then like this. You know what I mean? That's it. That's
No.
all you get.
I feel so triggered right now. I disagree with that
Again,
wholeheartedly.
it's not the movie.
Right, the
It's
acting.
his acting. Yeah.
Right, yes, I do agree
What
that
is the meaning of life?
No thanks. No
I mean, it
thanks.
was a dark dystopian world. What else was he going to do? He was inside of a ship. There was no real leverage there, but I thought that he did do a good job once he started accepting his role. But anyway, what's your third movie?
That was
well.
his third movie.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to agree. You're going to... Okay.
Constantine
I
was
think that
his
was
third
great.
movie.
I think that was great. I think that was a great choice.
Gotcha. And
Yeah.
just to go back to your earlier question, it is called The Babysitter. You're thinking about the follow-up. It's Babysitter Killer Queen. That was the sequel.
Gotcha. Now, would you guys go into any animated things like Scooby-Doo, any classics during Halloween?
Yes. What's
Any
it?
particular
What's
ones?
it? Oh, the sequel to Train to Bunsei.
Oh, Train to Busan?
Yeah, the sequel, the prequel.
The prequel. What was that called?
Soleil, something Soleil. Hold on, give me a minute, please. Corey,
Oh,
answer your.
while you're thinking of that, animated horror cartoon. I think just the classics. Casper. Spooky, scary skeletons.
What about
I don't-
Peanuts?
That might be taking it back. Yeah.
Would you go
those-
any?
Oh,
Charlie
Soleil
Brown.
Station.
Oh yeah.
Soleil Station.
Did you know that there's a Toy Story Halloween and a Curious George Halloween? There's a Monster
They
Musical.
were cash grabs, my dude. Cash grabs.
Were they straight to DVD /
Yes.
VHS? Yeah.
They were cash grabs. They were okay. It's Halloween season. Let's put everybody's favorite characters in a Halloween film. Just like every Christmas, let's put everybody's favorite cartoon characters on A Christmas Story. Soon it's gonna be. Let's put every cartoon character in a 4th of July event. Cash grab.
I
You
mean,
think they're
that's
gonna
kinda-
put every character in a podcast?
They could. They should, actually.
Well, like me, yeah.
Wow. This is what we've come to, folks.
Mickey Mouse.
Say, oh no, not me, not this way, in Mickey Mouse voice.
Oh no,
Yeah,
not me, this way.
Oh, okay, that's classic.
I can't do it. What about SpongeBob? Did you know SpongeBob had a Halloween episode?
I'm
Yeah.
old.
Right.
Yep. Yes, he did.
Patrick, I love you.
Didn't think I can do that. You didn't think I can do that, did you?
No, you surprised me, Phil.
You surprised me too, man.
Yep. Gotcha.
I'm ready.
Speaking of cash grabs, I don't know if you know this, but Macy Williams from the Game of Thrones, she did a horror movie called The Owners. Strictly a cash grab. I want to check it out just because it's probably a B movie horror movie, but I'm still interested to see like her range.
Mm. All right.
Okay. Now we're going to talk about upcoming horror films.
Oh, by the way, I put up a picture a couple seconds ago of somebody says I do not look like him, but I just put that up. You know what I'm talking about. He whines.
Emma wants to play with you.
He does not look anything like me. I don't understand why people say that, but he doesn't.
Emma's wild.
Did you guys ever watch, what was it, that movie with, no, it was a series about being in school?
Schoolhouse Rock?
No, Chevy Chase is in it. Community College.
Community.
Yeah. Did you see their Halloween episode? That was actually one of their best episodes.
Now I have to check that out. Man, you give me a non-ending list of stuff to check out.
Yeah, you did.
There's a lot of good
Me
stuff
too.
there. And the Craft, there's a sequel or a post-telling of the Craft.
No, it's a sequel. I saw the updated trailer. It's a sequel.
Now, is that going to be in theaters or just going to go streaming?
Okay, here's the thing, guys. I'm starting to believe that every film that's supposed to have been out this year are going to go straight to streaming, and you just have to pay an extra, let's say, $20 or $30 just to view the film due to the situation that we're in. So we're going to get used to it. There's going to be some closes down to movie theaters, but hopefully by next year, there's going to be some revitalization of them due to the fact of this pandemic. They're just going to be called a certain different name.
Is Fairuza Balk going to be in it? If she's not, I don't want to see it.
They said she's supposed to.
All right, then I'll watch it.
Which one?
That's the main villain, the first one, right?
Oh, yeah, they did show a clip with her, so I'm assuming.
No, they just saw. Yeah, they showed the picture, like a picture of her on, like in a photo book or whatever.
Was that like not from the original movie? I haven't seen like anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's just a picture of her.
Right. So you know, like how sometimes they try to blend the old movie to the new movie and not.
Right. Showing old footage of somebody's toes or something.
Get you excited.
Like, look at their toes. Remember their toes from the first film? Yeah. I remember that.
So, what horror films are y'all anticipating on?
Candyman. Come on, man. Come on. What kind of geek would I be if I didn't say Candyman without thinking?
All right. For me, it'll be Spiral. I really want to see what they do with this last series.
Me and you, bro. Me and you.
Yeah.
All right. You guys lose your card. You know what card I'm talking about.
No, we don't. What do you mean, lose our card?
And
You're not.
Here's a good point. Here's a good chance to leave the show. Let's end it right there. Everybody, give everybody social media.
Dayveonne Bussey on all social media platforms.
Oh wow, you kept it short. Corey Davis, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at IamGT3.
Yeah, and you could find episodes of this show and me at GEEKCASTER, GEEKCASTER. Keep it simple for the folks. Also, you can go to GeekCaster.com. You can watch us on cable. You can watch past episodes. You can see our after-hours show. You can do all that. But only on GeekCaster.com. Yep.
And also, be safe. Don't talk to strangers. If your candies doesn't look like chocolate, don't eat it because it's probably poo. And also, if you see a guy with a hockey mask, run. Don't fall because he's going to kill you. Good night.
Don't water your gremlins after midnight. What other horror movies?
That's it. We got 10 seconds.
Oh, that's it. I'm good.
Bye now.
Bye, guys.
Abrupt ending now.